saw Creed the other day, and I was like, man, I need to start working out again. These niggas are massive. I was like, I mean, I know there's HGH involved, but still.
Lots of it.
Goddamn. It's not. It's insane. It was a good movie, though. It's a good movie. Michael B. Jordan can direct. That's good to know.
He directed,
This is his first directing thing.
Movie, but he directed that show on Netflix, Raising Dion.
Oh, okay. That's right. I think he didn't like direct. He directed like a couple episodes, right?
Mm-hmm. He was executive producer too.
Alright. Shout out to Michael B. out here directing things.
He beat Jordan.
He cool. He cool. He's my
Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan.
Michael E. B.
Jordan.
Michael E. B. Jordan.
Jordan's around.
Happy Women's oh man, I'll fuck that up. Happy Women's History Month, you beautiful nerds. Welcome to the Dark Banthas podcast, where we talk about sci-fi, fantasy, horror, and all the popular art that we love. Also, we do a drop.
Kind of inebriated.
I'm joined, as always, by my co-host, Brother Bill. How you doing?
I am doing quite well. How are y'all doing today? Cheers. Beep, beep, beep.
Cheers,
I'm
guys.
drinking a low-calorie drink today. I'm trying to watch my weight.
Yeah, we get drunk on a diet over here. Yeah, we're sensible drunks. I mean, we drink a lot, but we just don't drink sugary drinks. I don't know if that's...
Y'all, somebody send me some money so I can,
somebody send me some money.
Or a bunch of these, and then I'll advertise your drinks that you do.
Yeah, that'd be cool if we had sponsorship. We got paid to drink. That'd be cool.
I'll sponsor somebody.
Guys,
I'm gonna need a sponsor after this fucking episode.
Hey, the first step is admitting that you have a problem. But not today. Today we have
today I will not be admitting I got a problem.
We have the opposite of a problem. We are moving from one iconic Pedro Pascal TV show to another. Last of Us to The Mandalorian. We're back in a galaxy far, far away. And we're covering the first 3 episodes of season 3 today.
Right. Shouldn't have left you without a dope show to step 2.
Step 2. What did you
turn
think
this light off.
of
Jesus.
Turn off the lights.
Lit up back there. Need all that?
Yeah, before we get into the nitty gritty, what were your just initial thoughts over these first 3 episodes of
It's crazy, right? You never see them two apart. Nitty and the gritty. Nitty and gritty.
Yeah, they're always together.
You never hear nobody say, man, I got to get down to the gritty. Or, man, I got to get down to the nitty. There's always the nitty and the gritty.
You gotta have them. Yeah, they go together well. They pair well together.
Tony Baker has a joke where he talks about nooks and crannies. You never see them. They always rolling together. Nooks and crannies.
Yeah, I know the nooks and crannies joke. That's Tony Baker. He's funny.
Tony Baker hilarious.
But yeah, what did you think of this episode?
What are we talking about?
Yeah,
what are we talking about? Oh yeah, Mandalorian. We talk about Joel from The Last of Us.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was just like, pretty much said this on another podcast. Like Star Wars has the benefit of wowing you, and then you just like don't care that there wasn't any substantive story or anything moved along or anything happened. Like you don't care that nothing happened in any episode because you're like, hell yeah, look at that, they were flying in space. Oh, that's cool. Anakin's spaceship. Oh man, that's cool. Like,
right.
I just see the Mandalorian. That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really need a lot. Like,
hey, you hear that whistle? Yeah. They'll play the fuck out of that in the 3rd episode. Well, we'll get to that. I guess, they always play the fuck out.
But yeah, I like the show, so we talk about it.
It's very, that's true. I like it too. It does, these first 3 episodes, I'm glad that we're talking about the first 3 episodes together because I wasn't really, or at least I'm glad that we didn't just talk about the first episode first, because I wasn't very wowed by it. But I do like the overall story of these first 3 episodes. These first 3 episodes are telling.
The first episode was just a big Grand Theft Auto episode. Like it was like Mandalorian season 3 video game.
Yeah, it's like go visit this person, go visit that person. It was yeah. The first episode I really wasn't vibing with. I was like, oh man, why is this happening? And it was very short too. But I like the way the story of all 3, like all 3 of them together, tell a really good story.
I just don't understand why you would make a show short when you have 0 time limit restrictions.
Yeah, right. I mean,
like I can understand making one longer than normal, which I don't always agree with either.
Mm-hmm.
But how you gonna make a fucking show shorter than what the act? Like, why would you do that?
Right.
Yeah, you don't have to. No one asked you to do that.
Yeah, it's a weird choice. I mean, they could have even combined the first. They could have even combined the first 2 episodes together, and people would have been perfectly fine with that. But you know, I guess they're also trying to stretch things out so they can get you watching week to week to get you prepared for the next thing that they're going to put out.
Yeah, that's one hell of a
They don't have no blackout periods where people don't have to watch Disney Plus. But let's talk about what we're talking about. Let's get into episode 1 of season 3, The Apostates. The armor-runner group of Mandalorians hold a ceremony to induct a young child into the tribe, and the ceremony is interrupted when a dinosaur turtle attacks. Is that really what it was? Dinosaur turtle attacks the Mandalorians. They fight back, but are soon overpowered. Din Djarin arrives, killing the creature with his starfighter, revealing Grogu has chosen to stay with him. What did you think of this little opening scene of the first episode?
You gotta stop. You gotta start proofreading these Wikipedias because we already knew he had chosen to stay with him.
I mean, if you watched Boba Fett,
yeah, I guess
because they didn't even show that in the recap. Weirdly,
wasn't this show? I mean, as much as people thought it was, wasn't this show?
Really, yeah. It's weird choice to not really.
No, you know what it was? It was just shows you how stupid it was for them to have that episode in Boba Fett.
Yeah, really weird choice.
An episode that had nothing to do with the nigga who is the motherfucking star of the show.
Yeah.
We could have got a 1 hour mini TV show with what they did for The Mandalorian. Right. Back in the day they used to do in between seasons, they do a mini series or whatever for shows or whatever. Right. They wanted to do that with Heroes and shit like that. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, I just feel like that was just a big waste of time. Just make this episode 2 episodes. Just make, if you're gonna give me a short episode, man, give me 2 back to back. You know what I'm saying? You mean
just release them?
Release episode 1 and 2 together.
Yeah, I mean, they
fool me, trick me. Trick me sometimes. Piss on my back. Tell me it's raining outside.
Yeah, they did
ravage me.
They definitely, even though it's kind of a whatever criticism of the first season or just the show in general, it feels kind of video game. I didn't really like how the first season felt. It was a monster of the week kind of show. It was Mando go to a place, you have to do a thing, and then by the end you hear the whistle sound. And then Grogu would drive 5 into the sunset. Felt like all the episodes felt very contained. These episodes, the pacing just seemed very off. Trying to tell this long form story. I feel like you just, like you said, they could just either combine the 2 or release them both at the same time. Probably would have came off a little bit easier. But I did like this opening scene. It was pretty cool. It's nice action. You get to see a whole lot of Mandos doing some Mando shit. Never since playing Knights of the Old Republic have I seen so many Mandos and been so excited. But yeah, I dug that scene.
Yeah, I mean, very boring episode. Yeah. Episode 2.
Well, I mean,
well, in episode 1, we do get one cool thing that happens, and that he goes to see Bo-Katan, and she's just big chilling on the. I like that. She was just like lounging in her throne. I liked that scene for some reason. It was like she was big chilling, like, yo, nigga, fuck you, fuck all of y'all. I don't want that. You still got that black saber? Fuck you, man. Yeah, fuck. Goddamn it. Goddamn.
Yeah, I did like how she was chilling too, because it kind of reminded me of how Kang was chilling in his throne. I just like how I like when people stand in their throne like unconventionally. Like he's like, yeah, I'm chilling. Like, I really like her character in this too, because it's very different from her character Star Wars, where she's more vibrant and like what you call it, a loose cannon. In this, she's got a very regal way of speaking, and even the way of like moving her head. Like it's a different performance. Katie Sackhoff, good actor.
She was the voice actor for the character on Clone Wars, and that's just how she carried herself in the cartoon. So I figured she's just trying to live up to what the fans would want.
Yeah, for sure. She's doing a great job.
It's like, look, bitch, we brought you back for a reason. It ain't for you to come in here and experiment, bitch. We want you to come in here and do what you did already. But now you got to do it, and you got to walk. You got to walk sometimes. This is how it is. Yeah, this is the way.
This is the way. Then before he goes to see Bo-Katan, he does tell the armor. He's like, hey, yo, I came back to join you. And she was like, I told you you got to go in the living waters, Mandalorian. Mandalore. And he's like, oh, I didn't watch Boba Fett. I'm sorry, I forgot about that.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't see that episode.
Let me go talk to Katie Sackhoff real quick. And
my bad.
Yeah, and then she's like, I'm not trying to go help you do any of this shit. Like, I just want to be here, depressed, because she said like all of her army is like scattered to the winds, right? All of her followers.
Yeah, they just do a mercenary work out there. Mandalorian go Mandalore.
And there is a lot of
they bounty hunt, maybe. That's what they do.
That's what they do.
Going way back to the days of the old Republic. They fucking kill people. That's what they do. They steal things. They kill people. They kill people and steal things.
They do.
Life of a Mandalorian is a fucking hard one. It's a crazy life. It's like being a super villain, but every once in a while you end up doing some good shit sometimes. It's like very weird life that they live on that planet. Which is why the Emperor got rid of them, because they were unpredictable. You can't control people like that.
Yeah, they're too strong and too unpredictable and too independent.
Strong-willed.
Then their reach was expanding. It's really interesting how they decided. The characters of Mandalorians, like they're kind of like these pirate, it's like ultra religious pirates, and they're different sects of it too. Like different.
I'm glad you brought up super religious pirates, because I was just thinking, dude. Star Wars characters in general, like all the sides, whatever side you're people, unless you're the separatists, which sounds so racist, but anyway.
It does sound like something that was happening in the 1700s,
right, or the 1970s. But yeah, like everybody's so extremely religious. Like everything is very religious. Like both sides, like Christianity and Muslims. Like that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with Christians and Muslims, because like
with the Jedi,
the Jedi and the dark side. No, I'm talking about the Jedi and the Sith. It's Christianity and Muslims, and then like the Mandalorians are like the Hindus. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like so many crazy zealot like religion.
Right. Yeah, they even like in the first Star Wars movie, Han Solo's like, I don't really buy any of that religious bullshit. Like he doesn't say those words exactly, but he says something about like that specifically about religion,
like all crazy wonky religious stuff. Like,
because he ain't he ain't seen that shit for real. You know,
I ain't never seen it, so it don't exist.
You know what I'm talking about? He ain't seen that shit for real.
If I ain't see it, then it's not real. But I don't subscribe to that actual like line of thought, but it's a fair point to make. It's like,
well, it's funny because that's kind of the main theme of Bo-Katan's arc over these 3 episodes. As we move into episode 2, The Mind of Mandalore, Din Djarin. He goes down. Not a lot happens in this episode, technically, too. I mean, a lot of things, like a lot of video game action sequences happen, but nothing really happens other than he goes down to the mines. He gets caught, and then he gets out.
But he gets attacked.
But yeah,
no, we got to talk about that.
No,
he gets attacked by the several armed robot biological creature, which I have to say. How is nobody talking about how that was General Grievous?
Yeah, I've heard a couple people say that like it reminded them of Grievous. But do you think that's actually him?
I think it's really General Grievous, and I'm going to say it right now. What heavy spoilers won't say, what Emergency Awesome won't say, what Screen Rant won't say. Shout out to Screen Rant. Robert Airy. Y'all know that shit was General Grievous. Y'all know that shit. We saying it here first.
I mean, yeah, it could be him.
We do theories here too, goddammit.
Yeah, it could be him.
Only difference is we say when we're wrong. Y'all don't even say when they don't notice that. People when they got the theories, they don't ever say, you know, I was wrong about that one theory. They just move on to the next thing. Just keep on talking about something else like y'all don't pay attention.
Right. Unless you're around the horn or something like that.
We're doing that here. No, I'm talking about
I don't know
what we do.
Yeah.
Not sports.
Yeah.
I mean, sports, that's part of sports talk is be like, tell another nigga he was wrong. That's like the good part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bitch, but you remember last week when you said, wait a minute, though, I thought you was with the Warriors, though. Now you said you worried about them. What you worried about?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but that's people say that shit in nerd culture, too. People love to call people out on their shit, especially go into the comment section of anybody's thing.
I will say this. Heavy Spoilers has it out for Icon. Is it Icon? Or is it?
Who's that?
What's the video game TV show magazine?
Ah, man, I do.
Something.
In the comments, if you know,
man, you know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. They write shit. You know. I can't remember. They do reviews and shit. But anyway,
Empire.
No, it's iLock. I don't know. Anyway. They've been shitting on a lot of these. They shit on episode 2. They gave it a 5
out of 10.
Out of 10. And I was like, man, I don't think it deserved that.
That kind of. I mean, I would have given. I
think they gave episode 3 a 5 too.
Really?
Yeah. Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong, but they've not really been fucking with Mandalorian. I think it's really not that bad of a show so far. I mean, season.
Right. Yeah. Again, I do. I think the 3 episodes go over nicely than just the individual ones do, because I didn't really like the first one, but the second one was strong and it just ended weird and abruptly. But yeah, when Din Djarin, he, like you mentioned, he gets kidnapped by the Grievous guy, and I thought the design of this guy was super cool, with the weird eye and the way he was moving about. And Grogu has to go get Bo-Katan. Bo-Katan, happy with his history, but she has to come in and just like save the day.
Happy woman's history. Every one of us.
They kind of showed her do everything he did, but better. Like, I liked how they showed that, she's like, there's a reason that she was leaving the Mandalorian.
Let me tell you something. She would fucking kill Din Djarin. I'm just trying to tell you, that's the reason he ain't fighting her.
Yeah.
He would just fight this bitch if it was really like that. Like, bitch, fuck that.
They kind of all but showed that in this, like, those guys that he had so much trouble with. She's like, back. What you talking about? Get up out the face. And then, she was wielding the black saber.
She grew up fighting those things. You know what I'm saying? Like, she grew up doing all this stuff. So, and not to mention, she ends up, I'm not going to ruin it. Well, yeah. You know what? I'll skip to that part because she ends up when he goes and Din Djarin jumps into the waters, he fucking gets pulled down by what's that shit called?
Oh yeah, mythosaur.
A mythosaur is mythologically a saurus of all type of.
It's a mythological saurus.
It's a mythological saurus, so it's a mythosaur. A mythosaur.
Yeah. So
but he got pulled down by the mythosaur, and the mythosaur took him down. And she had to come down there and get him, and then she fucked the mythosaur up and then got him back from him. Look, let me tell you something. This bitch is bad.
Yeah, she is.
You know what I'm saying? If this bitch existed in real life, I mean, I know this actress exists. But if this bitch existed in real life, I would be trying to get her pregnant. I would. Because we're going to have, look at the kids we're going to have. They're gonna be gorgeous and they're gonna be badasses. They're gonna be
warriors. Yeah,
warriors killing everything.
Yeah,
mythosaurs.
Yeah, and Katie Sackhoff, like she was definitely playing it so well too, and yeah, like they really did a great job of showing how she's well in her rights, not just because like her bloodline or whatever. She's the best Mandalorian there is. She is the titular Mandalorian at this.
Let me tell you something. Katie Sackhoff makes me want to go on to episode 3.
Episode 3, we're talking about the convert.
Hey, you like that, though? And y'all like that, didn't you? You thought I was going to say something else. You thought I was going to say something else. But I ain't going to say nothing. I'm good being good today.
But yeah, then after Jaren recovers, he and Bo-Katan depart Mandalore. The Bo-Katan withholds the mythosaur's existence from him. Now, why do you think that she didn't tell him about the mythosaur?
Because she doesn't want to seem like she believes in any of their bullshit.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
She's like, she's like the atheist of the group.
I like that theory because I've heard more people with kind of a more cynical view of like, oh, she's trying to she's scheming. You don't think she's scheming?
No, people are stupid. Happy Women's History Month. Women ain't, just because a woman is quiet, don't mean that the bitch is scheming. God damn. Maybe she just is thinking.
Come on, Bill. You can see it all over her helmet. She's scheming.
Come on, dog. Like, y'all are crazy. Y'all be coming up with the craziest buggered out stuff, man. But,
yeah.
That's the nature of the world we live in.
I agree with that theory because even in the end of the last episode, you could see like when he is talking about some helmet acting when
helmet acting going on in this season.
When Mando dips into the water, you can see Bo-Katan be kind of like moved by it. She's like, "Oh damn, this dude is like, all right." I'm feeling feels like and then right after that she sees the mythosaur. So this is the arc of her, believing in the way of the Mandalore or the old ways, which
has to be bullshit. Like you never take your helmet off. The goddamn Mandalore, the guy himself, founder of Mandalore. He didn't even have a helmet like that until he killed the mythosaur.
Right. So, what did you think of with Bo-Katan and like her sort of arc with the her believing in this religion or believing in the?
I think that she's really going with it because at the point. Look, this is why y'all watch the show. So she was starting to feel alone, right? She was a failure to her people.
Yeah.
Maybe she's like feeling like, seeing the mythosaur.
Myth is hard.
Just seeing that, thinking that it was a myth, thinking that it was, long extinct. Then coupled with, the the dark saber being within her grasp, coupled with the unity and how quickly they were just able to be like, well, look, bitch, you hit the water, then you want us. Like, you hit the water, you don't take your helmet off. That's pretty much it.
Well, yeah, it's not complicated. Even if he did it on accident, yeah.
We ain't got no words to say or nothing like that. So if you down, it's just you want to chill, you chill. We eat in separate areas. Because you can't take your helmet off with nobody. If you want to eat with somebody, you got to face back to back. But that's how we do the lunchroom. You just sitting back to back.
Wi-Fi password is on the wall. Like,
yeah,
we all good.
I just feel like, they're good.
Yeah, I liked how that all wrapped up with her and him, and I think that there is going to be a point where they have to butt heads because even though Mando doesn't want to lead, I think that this does end with Bo-Katan somehow winning the Darksaber by defeating Mando for it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think rules are going to get broken this season because I think I'm starting to believe in the rumor on the internet that Jon Favreau's head is going to get exposed at some time this season.
Yeah, that's right. Jon Favs, he's voicing one of the Mandalorians. I forget his character's name, but there's some scuttlebutt about that. That could happen.
I think it's going to happen.
But let's talk about what's happened for actually most of the runtime of this episode. We get it's funny when we're talking about how you get a Mandalorian episode, a Boba Fett episode. In this episode, we get an Andor episode and a Mandalorian episode.
Before we move on, I want to say one negative thing about episode 2. Bo-Katan's part where she's just getting to the Grogu goes to go pick up Bo-Katan and bring her back to Mandalorian. Well, she just says every single thing that Din Djarin just said. And I'm like, wait a minute. We're going to literally walk through everything that he just did and also say the same things.
Yeah. She repeated herself a lot. I mean, she didn't repeat herself, but she repeated what he just said.
Yeah, the script repeated itself a lot. I couldn't imagine reading that. You're reading all the way through and you're like, so she just go. Pedro probably read that so she's just gonna say exactly what I just said.
I don't understand. Actually, while I was saying things we meant to say about episode 2. Episode 2 was directed by Oscar award-winning cinematographer Sarah Morrison, and it came out on International Women's Day, so it was
we getting these. We're gonna get the algorithm better like us. If the algorithm doesn't give this video 1 million views, or I'll go modest. 10,000 views. If this video doesn't get 10,000 views, YouTube doesn't like women. And that's just a fact.
That's just
we've said International Women's Month here 15 times.
I've said it a lot.
We've said it a lot here. I mean, International Women's Month.
But what did you think of this whole storyline with the doctor and the soldier?
That sounds like a terrible 1980s television show. That came on CBS.
Yeah.
That plays on daytime television right now at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, right after Quincy. That's how I was very specific.
Yeah, very specific.
The doctor and the soldier. Yeah. Tonight at 5:30.
At Quincy.
At 5 and 5:30. Sorry.
But what did you think about all this?
Seriously. I thought it was boring as shit. I fucking knew what was going on immediately. Like, this bitch is playing this nigga. Like, and I knew she was in the dark side too. I knew she was in the dark side.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious pretty early on, at least to me, that she was not cool. It was like as soon as she said, "Hey, let me show you around," sometimes I was like, well, "Why would you do that? Why are you so eager to get the fuck up?" No, I don't trust you.
I don't trust you though. Come on, like, first of all, bitch, you don't even know me like that, and unless you trying to fuck me right now, then I'm just gonna assume you're full of shit.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't like a romantic vibe at all. She was just like, "Oh, I'm just gonna be your best friend." Out of the kindness of my heart, I want to encourage you to fulfill your dreams, like,
and break all the rules for some reason. Like, nigga, anybody, you ain't never been to jail, nigga.
I did like
this is what jail is. You basically in jail. You just get the work release, and you're sitting around here listening to the bitch who's in jail with you talking about some. Yeah, man, it's cool. Just do that shit. Fuck it. If I was you, I would just do this.
Just do your research, man. I think I got these biscuits. Like, what?
Like, no, dog. That's not what you do. Don't do that.
I did like this.
She's getting them biscuits because she's telling. That's how she getting biscuits, nigga. She getting extra commissary because the bitch tells on everybody, and you in here the next one to get told on.
Those are snitching biscuits.
Exactly. Dude, with your head, wait a minute, with your head like that, it looks like your head has like spaceship ears or some shit.
Spaceship. But yeah, I did enjoy this actress's performance though, like way more than I liked her performance in Quantumania. I just thought she was a bad actress, but I was like, oh no, she's
Quantumania.
But she was like the girl with the stick.
Oh yeah,
but that's
why did you think she was a bad actress in that? That was just not really a good movie.
We've talked about it, but I'm
just saying, you know, I mean, it was a good movie, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it had, those were the parts that were bad, they were her. It wasn't necessarily her.
Yeah, she was just like written really badly.
It was an unnecessary character. I mean, we could have just not had that character, and everything still happens.
Yeah, but that's
how you know. That's how you know the writing was bad. Like,
but
I mean, that it was the writing's fault, is what I meant.
Right.
Nah.
But I did like her performance in this, even though, you know, like, we could tell that she was bad from the beginning. Yeah, I did.
Disney's got plans for her. I fuck with it.
Yeah, I did like her performance.
I'll do my Stu Gatz impersonation. I like it.
Did you say I fucks with it a lot?
No, I was just I like it. You know, I like it. I think she's doing great. They clearly like her at Disney. They think that she's the next thing. She's the next big thing.
Yeah, like
she's doing well.
And she's not bad. And I think that she's like a bodybuilder or something.
She's hot,
but
I don't know about bodybuilding. Hot.
But yeah, like I did really like the whole thing with the doctor, you know, with him. I thought his like motivation of having like the sick mom was kind of cheesy, but I did like the idea of him trying to like him getting suckered into this, and I knew that she was gonna what you call it, turn on him, but I didn't know that like exactly how it was gonna turn out. I didn't know she was gonna like call the cops. I thought she was gonna like kill him or something and take the research. I didn't know what she was gonna do, but I was like, she's not genuine. That's all I could tell. So I thought that was kind of interesting how she ends up getting Donnie Brasco.
So I just want to go back. I know I'm going way back. Really, this is episode 1.
Okay.
Yo, how in the fuck? So Mando turns on the robot that he needs. He's like, I need a droid. I gotta get this droid. And turn on the robot, and the motherfucker tries to kill Grogu.
Right.
Now, just 5-10 seconds before that scene, he just killed like 3 people. Like, bing, bing, bing.
Yeah.
From a little further distance. But then all of a sudden, Mando can't shoot a robot that's sitting right there. He's shooting. Pew, pew, pew. He's shooting like he might as well be shooting like this. Bigger.
Suddenly you can't.
How all of a sudden he can't shoot? It was just so dumb. I was like, yo.
Yeah,
this is ridiculous. Now this is ridiculous. And then who kills the robot? The robot. Robot on robot crime. They made him do that.
Statue.
They made him kill his own kind. And I don't like that.
I don't support that.
I don't support that. Not during International Women's History Month or whatever the fuck it is.
I expect an apology, Disney.
I expect better out of you, Disney. Ridiculous.
Homegirl gives him the okie doke, then wipes his brain, and
she gave him that nigga was so scared.
I'd actually like to run around.
Like, that's the mind flayer. They're like, no,
that's something else.
No. This ain't the mind flayer. This is the mind massager. So like, it can flay, but see, we don't turn up that high. And so if you just like relax,
you just relax. It's not really.
It won't really hurt at all. It's not really mind flayer, but. I actually do these on Tuesdays. I take one every once in a while. I get on here on Tuesdays, and I just get my little little massage. But so I'm just leaving you in here with this girl who just betrayed you. I don't know why they betrayed you. I don't know what's wrong with her. I don't know what her motives are. But I'm gonna just leave her in here with you and unsupervised. So bye.
And you see kind of the hypocrisy in that that they're using this technology that used to be the Empire's, but like the whole thing is motivating the scientists that they won't let him use this cloning making technology because it's empirical. So it's like
no, it's not because it's empirical. It's because it's illegal.
Right,
cloning is illegal.
Right.
So like if he was doing other research on something else, like. Medicines or
but
you know what I'm saying, like
that's true. But there is also like the stuff that he was like when he was it's like, oh, well, why are we throwing this stuff away? Like this is usable,
right? But the dude explained it's not about the Empire. They just got too much goddamn shit to do. Nigga, just throw this shit away, dog. We don't even really need this shit, nigga. We gotta get the fuck. Like we got, you know what I'm saying? We got shit to do. Come on, man.
Right.
I think it was more, but that speaks to the hustle and bustle of society. Like, tyranny takes over because people get squeezed out. People get tired of being made to be mediocre when forced to be mediocre and forced to live a life of just going through the motions and want to live for something.
Right.
And so. It just becomes like really difficult for people to for people to just go through the motions type of life. And that's what breeds rebellion.
Right.
On a side that when you're looking at the side from the good side,
from the Andor side, and that's the only reason I said this was an Andor episode and the Mandalorian's episode, because this is the first time they've had any kind of espionage, step away from the bang bang stuff for a little while. Episodes for Mandalorian, which I appreciated. I appreciated that they went this way, and I'm excited to see where this is going. Like, is she working for Moff Gideon? Is she working for Palpatine, who suddenly returned? Or somehow returned? What's
oh my god,
who's the big bad? Is she working for Thrawn? There's some theories that that's gonna lead into Ahsoka, because apparently Thrawn's gonna be in Ahsoka.
She's looking for his ass. She's gonna kill that nigga.
She's coming.
She's gonna kill that nigga.
I am pretty excited about that show, because mainly
I think Ahsoka is gonna lead us into a movie that leads to present day or whatever, like after the Last Jedi or whatever.
Right. That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting.
Because we should have saw Ahsoka at some point during the Last Jedi. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it'd be cool. I mean, it's a big universe. I'm glad that she didn't just like pop up. It's like, hey, now she's here. Like, but
what was she doing? Why would she not be there? So is she dead?
Again, it's a big universe. Like she could have been on the other side of the galaxy not have even heard.
I'm just saying. Where is Ahsoka? We need more Ahsoka. I need to soak in Ahsoka.
I'd love to see like what she was up to. Probably she had her own little adventures.
Maybe that's what the time period is going to be.
Bad episode of Tales of the Jedi.
Maybe that'll be what the time period is. No, I guess no. It's going to be CS. It's going to be this time. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah. Maybe Ahsoka died. She was significantly older than Luke.
Yeah. We don't know how her species ages. They could just come up with some bullshit and say that she's like...
The bitch is dead. What are y'all talking about, nerds?
But yeah, we'll see what happens in the coming episodes. I forget how many episodes this season's going to have. I think it's like 9. Everybody's afraid to do 10 episodes now. But yeah, we'll see you guys next week because we're going to be covering Mandalorian pretty regularly now because, we're Pedro fans. Hooked on that Pedro.
We are Pedro Pascals.
We're Pedro Pascals.
Yes,
and, right. And all you Pedro Pascals out there, like, subscribe.
Pedro Pascals is way better. It's the only time I've ever wished I was one. Pedro Pascal.
It really is. Yeah, it just rolls right off the tongue.
Sounds like you're saying.
All my Pedro Pascals. I'm gonna hashtag that shit.
Pedro Pascals. Hashtag Pedro Pascals. You get a T-shirt.
Guys, we do this every once in a while, so go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. Check us out on Twitter, IG, TikTok, likewise. All the Spotify, all the internet things at The Drunk Banthas. Until next time, stay safe, my little Mandalorians.
Do it.
May the Force be with you.